What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Babbles Nonsense podcast, where we talk about the things we probably should have processed in therapy, but instead we do it here on the podcast, but this time with a little holiday spirit. Today's episode is our Christmas edition, since it's Christmas Eve when this is released, which means a few things. There will be opinions, there may be chaos, and absolutely no one is pretending this is the most magical time of year for everyone. I'm joined by one of my favorite humans, Ivy, and we're talking about everything from holiday traditions and terrible gifts to the weird emotional energy that comes with the season. You know, the joy, the pressure, the family dynamics, and the subtle need for a glass of wine before noon. And this is not to sound bah humbuggish or that we don't like Christmas. We're just sharing unpopular opinions and doing something a little untraditional that's maybe a little less magical than your typical Christmas episode. This is not a perfect Christmas episode. It's a real one. It's light, it's funny, and it's for anyone who loves the holidays or just survives them. So grab your coffee, your cocktail, or whatever helps you tolerate festive music, and let's get into it. But before we do, I should just preface this with, if you have little ones in the car, this might be a good time to turn this off before we share our unpopular holiday opinions. Now, let's get into it. We have Ivy here today, and we have a special guest, Mateo. So if you hear some goo-gooing and gaga in the background, it's just a baby, so don't freak out. We wanted to do, since it's Christmas Eve, I sound a little echoey. I don't know how that's going to come through on the speakers, but we're just rolling with it because I haven't used this equipment in a while. I think I need to start testing it. But we wanted to do a little Christmas episode to get you in the spirit, to see kind of where you are Christmas wise. And we're just going to do some Q&As, and we're both going to answer, funny or not. If we have to take a break because the baby needs a break, that's what we're going to do. All right. Welcome back, Ivy.
Hi. Oh, got the sniffle.
All right. So what is your most controversial Christmas opinion?
We need to pause.
Why?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, well, I have one. So for my first controversial Christmas opinion is I don't not believe in gift giving, but I do feel like as we get older, like friends and stuff, and as your family expands, I feel like it gets a little much sometimes, because I feel like we're just exchanging money at that point. Not that I'm not against it. Like, I really do love giving gifts, but I just don't know how I feel in the interim about, always giving gifts, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say?
I agree, because we talked about that a couple of days ago. Like,
it's just your headphones.
Oh, okay. Like, we're just exchanging money. We're all, adults with jobs, and we can get ourselves things that we want, necessarily. So, and I think it's kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I agree. Not saying that giving gifts is unnecessary. Like, obviously, if you have children and things like that, but I do think it can kind of get out of control. Like, I do have friends that have talked where they have said that they'll go in debt for Christmas and stuff like that. And just because it's kind of like one of those things, like keeping up with the Joneses. And then I know you and I had talked about this before, like, yes, you want your children to believe in Santa Claus and things like that. But then there was this whole controversial opinion, I think maybe last year in social media, where it was talking about, if Santa got this person an Xbox, but then Santa can't afford that for another family, like, how do you explain that to your kids when they come home? Like, well, Santa must not love me as much, That, I had never thought about that,
before. But then my girlfriend, Justin, she's always done that with her kids, like where Santa brings like socks or, anything like that. And then the big gifts are from them. Like,
well, yeah, because you work so hard for
goodness,
to give your children stuff, and you want them to think it's from Santa Claus. All right, moving on to the next question. Is Christmas morning for pajamas or a full outfit?
Pajamas. Life is like pajama ready. Like,
I think it's like hit or miss, right? So like if you have a family, for sure, 1000% pajamas. Now I drive home to Tennessee. I'm not saying I don't wear a jogging suit, but I'm not wearing my pajamas up to Tennessee Christmas morning. But I think it depends on my mood. Like if I'm like, cause I don't have kids and stuff. So like if I had kids at my house, obviously pajamas all day, but I do a lot of traveling around. Like I go to my parents' house, then I go to my friend's house. And so I'm not saying I dress to the nines, but I don't wear pajamas.
That's fair.
Usually like a Christmas shirt, maybe some jeans, maybe some joggers, depends on the mood. Right.
Okay. So like elevated comfort, elevated pajamas.
Yes. All right. Fake tree or real tree? And how judgmental are you about it?
Not judgmental. Fake tree, as many as you want, or have the effort, I have 8-week baby brain. I can't do it.
Well, I like fake tree just because number one, it lasts longer. I know everyone says they're bad for the environment, but my thing is like, if you do a good job of storing it and you keep it, because I've had mine for 5 years. So I'm not buying them and just tossing them all the time. But I understand like some people do that. Like they upgrade their trees, or maybe the light goes out and instead of trying to investigate which light it is, they just throw the whole thing away.
That's fair.
So I understand the concept, but I've also seen people where they've had real trees and had horror stories where they had ants all over their house.
And spiders.
Yes.
Yes.
So do what you want to do. But for me, all day it's a fake tree. What age did Christmas magic die for you, and who killed it? I personally don't remember. I remember waiting up for Santa Claus when I was probably six or seven, because that's when my mom met my stepdad when I was 6. So I remember that first year with him waiting up for Santa Claus. And then I don't remember after that when I stopped believing or who told me. I just don't have a recollection of it.
That's kind of the same. Well, it was around 10 because that year my mom had to get like angel tree type presents for us, and they must have put my first name on the thing. And so when I saw gifts for Catherine, I was like, that's not normal. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute. So you have a 12-year-old? 12-year-old?
11. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so 11 and 8.
Yes.
Now, when did your 11-year-old stop believing? Oh, I should have caveated this. If you're listening to this in a car with children, maybe it's a little bit too late, but turn it off. I meant to do a discretionary anyways.
Oops.
My bad. I'll put it in the intro. So when did your 11-year-old stop believing?
I think it happens like for like a lot of us, just kind of, you don't even know. And then it happens because so apparently he was rooting around being nosy, and he found Elf on the Shelf and didn't say anything, but Louise saw that he saw it. And so it's just kind of.
But does your 8-year-old still believe?
Yes. And in Santa Claus and Elf on the Shelf and all the things were full magic, full on Christmas magic.
I remember I was talking to one of my other friends, and her daughter's starting to get at that age. And she was like, I don't know I don't know how to go about that. Like, do I tell her and she finds out from someone she trusts, or does she go to school and then like it breaks her heart from one of her friends, or someone's making fun of her for still believing? And I was like, you know what? I'm so glad I do not have those problems, because that does seem like a hard conversation. And like going back to the first question we had, it's a hard conversation when these kids come home, because she was the one who told me about it. She was like, yeah, like my kids come home and they'll be like, so-and-so got this from Santa Claus. How come Santa only brought me this? And it was like a whole article written up in a magazine, I remember last year. And I was like, that is a good point, because I never would have thought about that. All right. Eggnog, yes, no, or only when it's spiked?
Never.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm
Disgusting.
sorry if you like eggnog, that's on you, but like, ew, like it's eggs. Why are we drinking eggs?
It's like the fruitcake of Christmas drinks. Disgusting. No one eats it. It's got to go.
We went to the camp's Christmas thing earlier this week, and one of my friends she ordered some, and I was like, ugh, gross. Anyways, who in your family ruins Christmas every year?
This year it will likely be the baby.
But who typically, do you have someone, or is Christmas not ruined for you? Do you just have that? Well, for ruined. My family, it's typically a sibling. Typically, I mean, I'll be very honest, there is always a fight on Christmas at my house. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. That's my cue. Bye.
Yeah, like it's the one time.
Yeah, so that's why I started going early. I started getting up early and getting there at like 7:38 and leaving by the time everyone gets there because I'm very bah humbuggish. Anyways, what's the most unhinged gift you have ever received?
You go first.
Okay, I do have a good one. So when I was senior in high school, I was dating this college guy and went to his house for Christmas, and his mother got me lingerie and I opened it in front of everybody, an 18-year-old. I was so embarrassed. I was like, is this for me? Not like sexy, like lacy lingerie, but like something to sleep in, like lingerie.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? Like, you could have warned me. I could have opened this
privately.
I wouldn't say it's unhinged. I guess it was more embarrassing just for the moment. Yeah. What about you?
Honestly, no.
Nothing you can be like, oh my God.
I don't think so. No.
Have you ever given an unhinged Christmas gift?
Not that I know of. Not that anybody's told me.
I don't think I have either. Okay. Who's the worst gift giver you know? You don't have to name a name, or you can.
Maybe it's me because I can't, like when they say if you can't think of someone to fill whatever like question, it's you.
No.
I don't know.
You also have postpartum brain.
That's true. It's real foggy.
Mine was always my grandmother or my mom. Like they all like that blanket you're holding right now. We have Mateo wrapped in a blanket that has a picture of me and Cricket, my dog,
blown up huge
on this blanket. I'm like, Mom, why would she was like, well, I got the picture off Facebook. I just thought I'm like, can you just not give me anything and waste your money? Like or like when I was younger, like my grandma would get me the like most hideous clothing ever that went to the back of the closet. And I just want to tell people like, save your money or get me a gift card. Let me pick it out.
Honestly.
What family tradition should honestly be retired?
Ooh.
Would you say Elf on the Shelf?
Absolutely.
I've heard a lot of parents this year saying it's getting harder because like you have to think about it for years on end, come up with new concepts, move the elf, remember to remove the elf.
Yes.
That's a lot for a parent, especially during the Christmas season when you're kind of running rampant.
We have a lazy elf on the shelf, and we've gotten away now 2 years in a row with it being not coming to our house for days because we don't have enough Christmas spirit.
So you gotta raise the Christmas spirit before he comes. What's your elf on the shelf's name?
Gingerbread.
Mm-hmm. Mine would be, let's think about this. I need something way unhinged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Probably Bah Humbug.
Yep.
The Bah Humbug. Okay. Who starts drinking the earliest on Christmas Day at your house? It would have to be me. To deal with my family. That's true. I'm way more fun and can tolerate a lot more when I've had. About 3 years ago, I decided, because not that it's like a huge fight, but like somebody bickers or argues or whatever. But so I 3 years ago, I was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to start having Christmas mimosas. Uh-huh. And it started chilling everybody out. So that's what we do. We have a couple of Christmas mimosas, start cooking some, like, all the little finger foods like sausage balls and whatever else you have. And it's a great day. And sometimes nobody gets in a fight. And I'm like, you know what? This is great. But then sometimes it can accelerate a fight. We just don't know. Okay. Worst Christmas gift you've ever gotten from someone you're dating or your husband. He's never gotten you a horrible what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. No, honestly, he's done pretty well.
Well, I haven't ever really dated nor have a husband, so this question doesn't apply to me. So, have you ever brought the wrong person to a holiday gathering?
No.
Is meeting the family at Christmas a bigger deal than any other time of the year?
Yes.
Why is it a big deal?
I think, like, absolutely. If you're dating or something, like, meeting the family is it, because they're traditionally all there. And
right.
Like, it's like, yeah.
And especially if it's the first time they're meeting them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's super awkward for the person meeting, I think, because like you said, they're all there. You're joining someone else's tradition that you have no part of. You have no idea what's going to happen. Like, what if they all got you a gift and you got nobody a gift?
Accurate. And you don't know them, so you don't know what do they like.
Right.
And how many people are there? If it's a big family, Lord, you'll be broke.
Or what if you're of different religions?
That's true.
What if someone's Jewish and you're, Christian? And that would be, obviously you would have talked about that before it happened. So I would assume. Let's see. What's worse, being single at Christmas or being with the wrong person?
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously,
wrong person.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah.
Have you ever stayed in a relationship just to get through the holidays and get a present? No,
we can buy our own presents.
Right.
So.
Right. That goes back to like us being like adults, Best Christmas movie and why is everyone else wrong if they don't agree?
Okay. It's a tie between Love Actually or Elf.
I knew you were going to say Elf. I don't know that I have a favorite Christmas movie. So if someone disagreed with you, what would your argument be to say you're wrong?
I actually have to interject with Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I literally was about to ask you if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
So I was like,
I've never seen it.
You've got to see it. We just saw it like a week or two ago. It's a Christmas movie.
How is it a Christmas movie? Isn't it an action pack?
It is. Tons of violence, tons of blood. It's a Christmas movie.
How is it a Christmas movie? Is there Christmas spirit in it? Yes. Is it just around the Christmas holidays? That's it? Is there like a Christmas theme?
So they were going to their Christmas party when all hell breaks loose.
That is not a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
I'm telling you. Happened to be around the season of Christmas.
I can't describe it, but once you watch it.
Someone argued with you about Elf, which I love Elf. So,
yeah, sacrilegious.
And you said your other one was
Love Actually.
I think I've seen that one. Isn't The Holiday a Christmas movie?
Yes.
So I do like that
with
one.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I have a movie that I watch every year. What's the one where he shoots his eye out that people love?
Oh my God. Postpartum brain. I can't think of it. A Christmas Story. Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story. Yeah.
But I will say The Grinch with Jim Carrey, I could watch over and over again because he just did so phenomenal in that movie.
He was funny in it, but yeah.
It was funny. All right. So which Christmas song should be permanently banned?
Oh, I hate the grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's stupid and corny. And the baby, it's cold outside. It's creepy, right? Because that guy doesn't like take no for an answer. She's like, no, I want to go home or whatever.
I've never thought about it like that.
Oh my God, listen to it again.
I don't know that I have one that's like I'm like banning it.
Really?
I don't know.
Not one.
Again, I'm not very, we should have prefaced this podcast with this. I've never been like a huge, like, I'm not a Grinch, but I'm not like, I'm not a,
like super into Christmas.
But I also don't have children. So it's like, I feel like children kind of get you more in the holiday spirit, but then some people just really love Christmas. Maybe it's because I grew up poor and we didn't really get a lot. So I'm just like, it's just another day. Calm down, folks.
It's not that funny.
Who is the most overrated Christmas character?
You go for I don't know.
Would you say like let's play three of them. Let's say Santa Claus. This is not who we're just going to pick out of these.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or who else is the snow? What's that snowman?
Oh, the
Frosty?
abominable. Oh yeah, Frosty.
The abominable snowman. Santa Claus.
Overrated?
Yeah. No kid likes him. Look at all their pictures. They cry. They scream.
That's true.
I get that he's the main character.
Mrs. Claus probably does all the work too. If we're being honest.
Folks, let's be so real. The elves and Mrs. Claus is doing all behind the scenes and he gets all the credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You can tell how we feel politically.
Down with the patriarchy.
If you had to live inside one Christmas movie, which would it be?
Noelle. Oh my God, 10 out of 10. Oh my God, if you have Disney Plus,
is it newer?
Ish, kind of. I want to say past maybe 3 years, maybe.
I like that one with the train.
Oh, Polar Express.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool just to live on a train.
That's true. And knowing that you're going to the North Pole.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
What childhood Christmas moment still lives rent-free in your head? I don't have one. Again, we were poor. We were. I have this one picture of me that I found on my camera roll the other day. And it reminded me of my friend's little daughter because she's kind of like that. And I sent it to her and I said, tell me your daughter's not mine. I said, because I was around like all these, you could tell these cheap toys, right? And I had on these you remember them snap bracelets? I had on like 3 or 4 of them on both arms, like a cheetah print, all this other stuff. I had on this Christmas like gown. And then I was just cheesing with my eyes closed, opening a present. And I was like, I don't remember that.
That's sweet though.
I do remember like going to my dad's mom's, and I do remember just always hating it, being like, when can we leave? And my mom would be like, Jonna, and I'd be like, it's time to go. What age did Christmas turn from magic into logistics for you?
Oh, 10 out of 10. Like, oh, my brain.
When you had children?
Yeah. Because that you have to like, there's a pressure to recreate that Christmas magic.
Yeah, that you once had, and you want them to have it. And then that is a lot of pressure.
It is.
I think Christmas turned from magic into logistics for me when you get older and you realize that people are expecting you to buy everyone's Christmas. Like, they're like, I got you something. You know, so you start seeing that it's more like I said, like, it's just exchange of money.
It's a to-do list and it sucks. And it's like, we already have too much to do. I can't.
And and with the cost of living these days, like, who can afford it?
Honestly.
What's your holiday survival guide strategy?
I don't have.
Well, this year for you, it was a little bit easier. Not easier in the sense of like having a baby, but easier because you were off work and not having to juggle work, get your list done.
That's true.
Stuff like that. But not easier in the fact that you just had a baby.
Yeah. And Luis and Luca did all the house decorating this year. So
how did that turn out?
Oh, it's actually nice.
Is it better than yours?
The stair garland could use some.
Or are you like silently judging in your head and being like, I don't want to tell them because they did something very nice for me.
Very
but
nice.
Also at the same time, like, y'all could have done this a little better.
But I think the stair garland, it's getting a little bit old and like stringy looking. So yeah.
What's the acceptable time? Oh, we already answered that. Oh, no, we didn't. We answered who drinks first on Christmas, but what's the acceptable time to start drinking on Christmas?
Right away.
8 a.m. Yeah. Christmas mimosa.
In your pajamas.
While the kids are opening presents, so you can just calm down and let them go at it. Yeah. Let them start fighting about who got what. Because I have so many nieces and nephews, and that's every time what happens. When my nieces and nephews were younger, you know, they would compare, why did they get that big gift? Why did they? Because kids, you know, they don't understand, like, cost. And
yes,
you got 4 gifts because that totaled $1,000. Your sister, on the other hand, got 7 gifts because that totaled $1,000, or whatever, you know, money wise, because kids just do not, they quantify everything.
Yes. It's like, you got 3, I better get 3, you know, like the same amount.
Doesn't matter what it costs.
Oh my God.
Yep. What's one thing you pretend to enjoy every Christmas but secretly don't?
Oh, I don't think I pretend. I can just think about that mess of the wrapping paper at the end of it, and it's like horrifying. And
it's so bad for the environment.
Yeah,
we are sounding very bah humbuggish on this episode, but it is what it is. I just wanted a unhinged like podcast episode where people are probably thinking these things in their head and they're not saying them out loud, because you know every time Christmas comes around, it's all like magic and this and that, and everyone's like, so la 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 la. No, let's be real. Let's talk. If Christmas had a theme word for you this year, what would it be?
Hot Mess Express.
Why is that? Elaborate. Just because you're postpartum?
I think so. Yeah. And I don't know. We're just winging it.
For me this year, it is a little bit more calm because I think I took off a week, which I never do. So I'm just enjoying being off-ish because I'm still doing a little bit of work from home. So I'm enjoying that. And I did, so typically what I do, and this is also maybe an unpopular opinion, I typically don't get everybody a gift. What I do yearly is I pick one person out of my life, friends or family. Like, I kind of try to pay attention throughout the year. Like, when people are talking to me and they tell me things, I try to pay attention, and then I try to either wait for their birthday or their Christmas, and I get one person a really nice gift. Because why? Like, you know, I have like 15 nieces and nephews. And if you think about just spending $100 on them, that's $1,500. Not saying like that can be expensive for some people. Or let's say you can't afford that and then you get them all a $20 gift or whatever, you're not really getting somebody what they really truly want. And it goes back to those, grandma, grandpa gifts where you're just like, when you open it and you know you need to be nice, but you don't really know what to do. So I try to get one person a really nice gift. And then I just change the person every year. It depends on what I've listened to or try to pay attention to throughout the year. So I don't have a theme word, or maybe this year it's just calm.
That's a good theme. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do some rapid fire questions. Santa or Jesus?
Oh, that's hideous. Santa.
I'm going to go with Jesus
for that one.
Because Santa is not real.
That's true.
And Jesus is. And
Santa is the spirit of the season.
Of Jesus' birthday.
Yeah,
I need to know how it transferred from Jesus' birth
to a fat man in a red
holly
suit.
jolly man that gives everybody presents.
Yeah, I don't know.
Versus doing service. Anyways, I digress.
Oh my God.
Red wine or champagne?
Champagne.
Champagne all day. Big family Christmas or small cozy one?
Small cozy.
Small cozy. Ugly sweater or absolutely not?
Ugly sweater.
Depends on the mood and where we're at. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Ooh, shoot. Both.
I love Christmas Eve. I think that's just because traditionally when we grew up, that was when we made cookies for Santa. We did the reindeer mix or whatever it is to go out and feed the reindeer.
Oh, that's cute.
Something like that. So I think just having that moment, not saying that Christmas Day isn't fun, but I feel like the excitement just ends quicker on Christmas Day, where Christmas Eve, it's like you're building all this excitement all day. And then you do all your stuff at night. And then it just, for me, it just seems more magical.
And then Christmas Day, you kind of just laze around and enjoy the different things. Okay.
Stay home or escape town?
Ooh, it's a coin toss. We're kind of in the escaping town want.
Some people do that. Some people really do like to just... I've seen families where they'll go to like Disney or something and have that's just the Christmas present is Disney itself, because it's expensive, and families will just go do that and they'll be at Disney at Christmas, or just take a really big vacation. I think it's obviously when children get older and they understand like, hey, this is a really expensive gift for us. This is what we're going to do. For me, I obviously have to escape town because I have to drive to my family. But if my family were locally, it would just definitely be a stay at home, y'all come to my house type vibe.
That's true. I think both is nice. Like getting out, totally going to a new city or place is nice. We went, was it last year, right before Christmas though, just as a family to Chattanooga, and rode like the bikes across the bridge thing and stayed at the Edwin Autograph Hotel. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
And then last question, Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Thanksgiving.
See, I'm going with Christmas. It used to be Thanksgiving for me until my Uncle Ronald passed away, because I just loved being at his house on Thanksgiving, and it's just changed over the years. So now it's really just Christmas, because I get to spend time, with a different side of the family. And then I always have my Huntsville family that I spend time with. But yeah, that's all the questions I have. I just wanted to do a short and sweet episode. Sorry if this was so bah humbuggish for you guys, but I wanted to do something a little untraditional and a little unhinged. So I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and we will be back next week with a whole new episode for you guys on the new year. Until next time, bye.
Merry Christmas.